So, it is that time of the year again, and yeah, this time it is not a rescheduling of this particular event to January because of the launch of a new expansion. It's actually taking place in its regularly scheduled time slot. But you may notice that even though the typical things that are here are present, there is something that seems to be inconspicuously absent, and that is the Continental Circus. Where are they? Where did they all go? Have they finally given up? Have we finally won? Well, there's still a quest to be done, and we gotta find out what exactly we're gonna be doing for this year. Well, for this year for the second time. And of course, to go on that journey, the lovely Miss Rika is dressed for the occasion and is ready to head on out and see what is in store for us. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So we are at Miketo's Amphitheater in Gridania for round 2 of All Saints' Wake, the Halloween event of Final Fantasy XIV. And so today we are going to see what is in store because, yeah, like I said, no Continental Circus, which is surprising, but is there something else in store that we may have to be contending with? Because we did have something fresh and new earlier this year in January when we did All Saints' Wake. So what will happen this time? Let's find out. Because you may have noticed that the Adventurers Guild investigator that we typically visit to start these quests is, as you noticed, not at his usual hiding place behind Dweemy-san and behind that tree. He's actually out in the open this time. So I guess we're getting a preemptive jump on the Continental Circus or something? Why don't you say we find out by speaking with the Adventurers Guild investigator for the 2022 quest for All Saints' Wake at level 15 entitled A Mad Masquerade. The Adventurers Guild investigator has the look of a man with a plan. My, what a wondrous surprise it is to see you here this fine autumn morn, my adventurer friend. Your assistance proved most essential to my past investigations, which is why I would again seek your aid. Well, always glad to help. You have my thanks. Now tell me, does a traveling circuit troupe known as the Continental Circus ring a bell? Many times. Each year, when it comes to time for All Saints' Wake, they set up shop here in town, conducting all manner of suspicious activity. But where are they this time? Though they appear to be ordinary performers, each and every last member is the most vile and despicable void sent. Under the guise of events and festive merrymaking, they carried out acts both mischievous and malevolent. But worry not, for I have a plan. This year we shall hold an event of our very own, thereby supplanting their modus operandi. A brilliant scheme, would you not agree? The main spectacle shall be a costume cortege, but for those without suitable guises, my colleagues at the Alchemist Guild have devised the most ingenious solution. A special concoction that will temporarily transform any individual into a most ghastly visage. That is where you come in. You must transform yourself with our potion, and speak with the townspeople to spread word of the event. After giving them a good fright, you will need to dispel the enchantment, thus allaying possible concerns of ill effects from our wondrous brew. 1,000 thanks! I have prepared a selection of 4 elixirs for you to choose from atop the benches beside me. Choose the one that suits your fancy, then go forth and spread word of our costume cortege. When you've finished, let us rendezvous near the Leatherworkers Guild. Best of luck! Alright then, so away he goes. My, what a wondrous surprise it is to see you here this fine autumn morn, my adventurer friend. Your assistance proved most essential to my past investigation, which is why I would again seek your aid. Alright. You have my thanks. Now, tell me, does a traveling circus troupe known as the Continental Circus ring a bell? All too often. Each year, when it comes time for All Saints' Wake, they set up shop here in town, conducting all manner of suspicious activity. Though they appear to be ordinary performers, each and every last member is the most vile and despicable void sent. Under the guise and events of festive merrymaking, they carry out acts both mischievous and malevolent. But worry not, for I have a plan. This year we shall hold an event of our very own, thereby supplanting their modus operandi. A brilliant scheme, would you not agree? The main spectacle shall be a costume cortege, but for those without suitable guises, my colleagues of the Alchemist Guild have devised the most ingenious solution. A special concoction that will temporarily transform any individual into a most ghastly visage. That is where you come in. You must transform yourself with our potion and speak with the townspeople to spread word of the events. After giving them good fright, you will need to dispel the enchantment, thus allaying possible concerns of the ill effects from our wondrous brew. Alright then, leave it to me. 1,000 thanks. I have prepared a selection of 4 elixirs for you to choose from atop the benches beside me. Choose the one that suits your fancy, then go forth and spread word of our costume cortege. When you've finished, let us rendezvous near the Leatherworkers Guild. Best of luck. Alright, I will see you there. Okay, so they've given us these 4 mysterious concoctions, and as you can see, each of these concoctions corresponds to the 4 animals or monsters that you see before me. We have a little Armin over here, we have a ghost over here, we have a Galakin over here, and we have a Sasquatch over here. Why a Sasquatch for All Saints Wake? I don't know. Gonna have to figure that one out. And yeah, Galakin surprises me as well because Galakins are cute and adorable, you know? Just like Rika. So, since they are so cute, it only makes sense that I'm gonna turn into this one. Your appearance will be changed after drinking the mysterious concoction. After frightening a townsperson in their transfigured state, dispel the enchantment and inform them of the planned costume cortege. And so now there's 2 of us. And we can go where we need to in order to speak to various townspeople. Now, depending on what you choose to utilize, the person who you're going to be speaking to is going to be different. So, in the case of the Galakin here, we start with an adoring child. Why, you aren't the most adorable little thing I've ever seen! But where did you come from? Did you get separated from the rest of your litter? Well, no actually. Dispel the enchantment and inform them of the costume cortege? Yes. Eek! Who are you and what have you done with that darling little ball of fur? Sorry, my eyes. It's the morning of All Saints Wake. This should be expected. That was you? I refuse to believe you could have been anywhere near so cuddly and cute. Oh, you don't think so? Like I'm dressed in pink after all. Or my hair is pink and my eyes are too. You mean I too can transform into one of those adorable creatures? Then why am I still talking to you? I have a potion to drink. Seems like she's gonna take her friend along with her. You will spread word of the costume cortege, but more people must know if the investigators' plan is to succeed. Transfigure yourself once more and continue promoting the event. And so that's what we'll do. Yeah, you only have to do this twice, you don't have to keep doing it over and over, but twice is enough to get the job done. So we'll head on back into Mikeda's Amphitheater and repeat the process. So once again, we'll turn into a Gala kitten. And head on over to the east now. And once we get over there, we're gonna find out who we are going to surprise next as we cross over the bridge. We'll be speaking with a well-poised woman. A flying kitten? Adorable as it is, I hope it's not fell. Well, no need to worry about that. Oh my, that was you? Goodness, I've never seen such a thing before. Well, let me tell you about why I'm here. Ah, so you're promoting a costume event. If I too can take the air as an adorable kitten, I should very much like to attend. Yeah, she tells her friend about it. And they both head on their way. The townsfolk are abuzz with talk of the costume cortege. Rendezvous with the Adventurers Guild investigator near the Leatherworkers Guild and inform him that all is ready. Alright, let's go then. And try and jump properly. So yeah, he's gonna be all the way down here and we're gonna wait it out for him. So as we bide our time, there you are. So very sorry to have kept you waiting. I've been gravely busy attending to my own preparation. I'm sure you have. Tell me, how did you fare? Were the townsfolk at all interested in attending the cortege? Indeed they were. Let me tell you all about it. My, it sounds like they were simply trembling with excitement, and to think no small few wished to transfigure themselves. Oh, what a joyous occasion! That they would give themselves so willingly. Why did I never think to simply take this human form before? Wait, what? Yeah, if this is some kind of joke, investigator, I'm not laughing. Like, what's this all about? Joke? You know me so well. Oh my. I really must thank you for being so gullible. I did not realize there was another clown in town. That was about 10 months ago. But yeah, it turns out you're not alone. Remember this young lady? Papa Gruff, my darling, it looks like all your hard work has finally paid off. Yeah, he's back. Indeed, my beloved, all proceeds apace. Once I've finished settling matters here, we shall enjoy a magnificent feast. Yeah, I remember you. Dear, oh dear, you appear to be confused. While the effects of the potion I gave you lasted for only a short while, the potion we brewed for the townsfolk is a touch more potent. With but a single sip, none shall return to their original form. Oh, great. We shall harvest the dread that overwhelms their feeble minds when they discover this truth, and use it to summon forth our brethren. Then we shall have our night of devilry at long last. The Gruffs will be the envy of all Voidsent and live as royalty. All is falling into place just as I schemed. So we're just gonna stand here or we're gonna stop him? Yeah, and your little friend too. The creature is motioning at you hysterically. What could it be trying to say? Ah yes, the investigator for the Adventurers Guild. Oh jeez. That's what that's what happened to him? The fool drank all potion with all the concern of a newborn babe. How fitting he will remain just as helpless for the rest of his days. Yikes. Even as we speak, the townsfolk are lining up to be transformed, blissfully unaware of the monstrous fate that awaits them. And we owe it all to you. Indeed, you've done jolly good work this day. Oh, my sweet, you've never looked more dashing. It's like, oh, you're too kind. Seeing as you have martyrs here well in hand, I'll return home to a little honeycomb and ready a feast for my hard-working husband. Also, I didn't need to know that, thanks. Yeah, other games wanting to install while I'm playing this. Well then, I best be off to finish my preparations. 'Twill be a night to remember. Yeah, and away he goes, and we're like, we just stood there and did nothing. We just listened to them talk, talk, talk. You poor, poor thing. A lost child at wit's end. Perhaps I can be of assistance. Who goes there? As if it wasn't creepy enough around here. Yeah, we got a steampunker. Speak with a wake doctor over here. But yeah, why you got the steampunk mask? Do we really want to know what's beneath? Look at the bandages wrapped around it. Why do you look at me with mistrustful eyes, dear? Your deviation is quite misplaced. I'll be the judge of that. You're in league with Papa Gruff, aren't you? Or there's something off about you. Yeah, we need to see a face. Is this how you always treat newly met strangers? What if I told you I have a remedy to dispel this enchantment? I'll need more information and more reason to be convinced. Here, drink this. Given the situation, I do not blame you for being wary of gifts from a stranger, but I will gladly drink it myself should that ease your concern. Yeah, so he comes forward, and then He's wingless. It worked! You have my thanks! Yeah, be thankful for that. Yeah, also he doesn't have the creepy red eye shadow. Oh, my friend, you are truly a sight for sore eyes. Never in all my years of service have I been so humiliated. I knew those fiends would be up to no good. Knew that they would take advantage of the season's festivities as is their wont. Yet for all my vigilance, here I am, their very first victim. Oh, the shame of it all. 'Tis as a spear piercing my very soul. Well, at least you know Maine. But thanks to you, I am free of that foul enchantment. I owe you my life, Miss... I fear you'd sooner forget a name as unremarkable as my own. I am but a passing woman of science. I see. May I assume that you are the self-same individual who created the remedy? You may indeed. 'Tis a remedy which has required no small amount of fine-tuning. A frog tongue here, a rat's tail there, but I will spare you the details. Rest assured, the townsfolk too shall be returned to their original forms with a sufficient dose. As fortune would have it, I made plenty for everyone in case such a tragedy were to befall the city. Now, if you be so kind as to distribute the remedy to those in need, investigator? Understood. I know not your motives, but I'll not look to give Chocobo in the beak. This is the best hand we have to play, and I will accept full responsibility for the outcome, whatever it may be. While I tend to the townspeople, may I entrust you with capturing our crafty clown? Stores of the remedy are like to run dry should they claim too many victims. You got it. So in that case, I'll remain here to assist. Excellent. Once I've administered the remedy to the afflicted, I shall await you in Miketo's amphitheater. Alright then. It will be no easy feat to apprehend Papa Gruff. I have no doubt he'll be expecting you to come after him. Of course. That is why I propose you give him a taste of his own medicine with a disguise. Ideally, the guise should be one of one dear to him, one whom he wouldn't let his guard down around. Sorry, yes, stupid eyes. Yeah, it's always these morning eyes that I have to keep clearing out in order to read stuff. One whom he wouldn't let his guard down around. What's more, I would suggest someone whose appearance you can recall clearly. Yeah, I can remember Mama Gruff's appearance clear as day. Or he mentions his little Gruff because they do have a child too, but we haven't seen him yet. But we have to go looking as Mama. His love and joy, perfect. He will never suspect his dear wife. When you're certain his guard is down, give him one of my special cookies. I baked an ingredient that will return him to his natural demonic form. And maybe set him on fire if he's a vampire. Or if he was a vampire. Though I wish I could do more to help, I am little more than a simple doctor. An adventurer of your obvious talents is far better suited and accustomed to such risky undertakings. I guess. When you're ready, I shall provide you with a dose of my own transformative mixture. Very well then. And so, speak with her again. It shan't be hard to locate Papa Gruff. Knowing he prepares for the night of devilry, I suspect he'll be waiting for more voidsmen to gather. As such, he is most likely hiding in the vicinity of the riverbank, out of sight and out of mind. He will have no doubt returned to his guise as the adventurous guild investigator, so as not to arouse suspicion. Now, recall an image of his beloved in your mind's eye, and I shall weave it into reality with the power of alchemy. The Wake Doctor will transfigure you into Mama Gruff. Proceed? Yes. Ready when you are. Remember, once you've found Papa Gruff, use whatever guile you can muster to trick him, then offer him my special treats. You'll be transfigured into Mama Gruff. You must remain transfigured in order to progress with quest objectives. Speak with the Wake Doctor to restore or prolong the transfiguration. Well, given that it lasts for half an hour, it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let's go all around the place and try to find him, because, yeah, you probably never knew you could actually walk in this river in Gridania. In fact, I didn't until we actually did this quest the first time, but turns out you can. So, yeah, let's go ahead and speak with the quote-unquote investigator. Oh, my sweet Snobbleberry, I thought you had returned home. Is aught miss? Converse with Papa Gruff and persuade him to eat the Wake Doctor's special cookie? Yes. And so...
Don't tell me. Is it because I didn't return your goodbye kiss? You know I'm easily flustered. Besides, my love, our plans will be in tatters should a passerby catch us sharing an intimate moment.
Yeah, so we're thinking about what he wants to, what we need to say. Yeah, we can just be curt with him and blow it completely, or we can make sure that we were worried and wish to be certain all proceeding apace.
You came all this way because you were worried about me? Oh, I am not worthy of such a caring succubus. But fear not, your beloved has everything under control. Thanks to that wild-eyed adventure, the idiot humans are drinking our concoction in droves.
Well, that's good to know, but... yeah, enough of the act, or you better not be lying, or you must have worked up an appetite with all this scheming, because, yeah, the other two answers would not be working all that well. They would not be conducive, so we need to say this.
You always know just what I need, but moments ago I was thinking what I wouldn't give for a snock. I knew you were cunning, but I didn't know you were better. But if I didn't know you were better, I'd say you're a mind reader as well.
Yeah, seems that way. And so, I hope you're hungry for ripe souls. Yeah, we're not at that point yet. Let's have him chow down on the cookies.
Cookies, my favorite. Well then, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. So, let me go ahead and give you some.
Goodness, it smells delicious. How I love a treat for my sweet.
And so, yeah, it's even shaped like a jack-o'-lantern.
What is this?
Yeah, you heard the poof, right? Back to normal.
What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this?
Why, you conniving little... You may put a damper on my plans, but orders not last. Yes, if I start again now, all can be in time for supper. Surely you jest.
Yeah, here comes the creepy doctor.
All Saints' Wake is meant for all to partake in and enjoy.
Oh, yeah. It's been a long time since we've seen the lady with the white pumpkin head.
Yo, it cannot be! The great god of legend herself?
Turns out that's the case.
You poor misguided soul. Gone are days when you might wreak havoc as you please. The truth I will drill into your head, slowly and meticulously, until there is naught else you can think of.
He's like, oh no. Well, he is winged, he can fly away.
Have I frightened you, child? Oh, forgive me, such was not my intention.
Does that mean there was also devastation too?
I wish only for man and monster to enjoy the revelry of All Saints' Wake in equal measure, nothing more.
And as for him,
for a mercy, his mischief-making was brought to a halt, thanks in no small part to your efforts. But if the day's festivities are to be cancelled, despite all we have done, the townspeople would still suffer for his transgressions. He has caused much grief, and I will punish him accordingly. So I ask that you place your faith in me and allow the festival to continue as planned. There will be no further disruptions, you have my word.
I'll stay on the lookout if it's all the same to you, but yeah, we've seen her do her thing many times in the past before to negate the efforts of the Continental Circus.
You have my gratitude. Perhaps you should apprise the real adventurous good investigator of the present situation. He said that he would await you at Mikito's amphitheater, as I recall. Once you've done so, come and speak with me. There's somewhere I would like to take you, by way of recompense for all the trouble this ill-mannered child hosts. Until then...
It's like, yeah, move it. We're not giving him the opportunity to fly away, yet somehow he is not able to fly away. I mean, he has wings, you would think that he'd be able to do that. So yeah, since we can climb out of the river going this way, we can just pop out here and make our way back to the to the amphitheater and speak with the investigator. Hey, investigator, we're back. Ah, there you are. You'll be relieved to hear I've finished administering the remedy to all the afflicted. But tell me, how did matters fare on your end? We got the job done. So the fiend has been reverted to his true impish form. I see. Well, chick though she may be, if the doctor claims she can keep him on a leash, I believe her. And with a surplus of curative potions, I can see no reason why the costume cortege should not continue. I will of course remain vigilant for other disturbances. Your assistance has been truly invaluable, my friend. With this trouble now behind us, I trust you will take at least a moment's respite. Why not spend it under the guise of monstrous and mischievous creatures? Yeah, in fact, they're actually encouraging it. In fact, we'll take the reward for completing this quest, which is the own doctor's own attire. And we also earn the achievement, Many Faces. And as you can see, some new quests have popped up, including from the Wake Doctor herself. Which has this quest that is entitled, Be Our Guest. Yeah, start singing that if you want to. The Wake Doctor is not one to be kept waiting.
So you remember my request, I am pleased. As I mentioned earlier, there is somewhere I would like to take you, though I'm afraid it is a place not easily reached. When you're ready to depart, pray speak with the usher here and he will escort you.
So yeah, there's that you can do. There's also, you can, if you want, keep going on the drinking the concoctions and going around to various people and getting reactions out of them. And you can do that recurringly and get rewards for it. But we're going to focus on going to where the usher wants us to go. He's similarly dressed to me. Ah, you must be that guest of honor. If it please you, I shall escort you immediately. And I the unusual usher to escort you? Yes.
I shall take my leave first and make the preparations necessary to receive you. Do not be alarmed by what you see, child.
Alright then. We shall not be far behind. Now, if you would follow me. Alright there, Mr. Usher. Lead the way. Now, they did mention the cortege. Now, you may have been familiar with previous All Saints Wakes, where this was done within the confines of Hawk Manor. Well, this time, we're in a completely different place. A very different place, as you can see. As you look around, it's very different, and no, that is not actually Hawk Manor itself. Hawk Manor is actually way bigger in comparison. So let's speak with the Great Gourd. But yeah, this is certainly some place. Got a whole bunch of pumpkins over there being ready to be carved into jack-o'-lanterns. We have what looks like a over here in the back, with some tombstones as well.
Welcome to my humble abode. Surprised to see I have a home of my own, are you? Even the Great Gourd needs a place to rest her head.
And thus you have this.
I have never invited a mortal to my home before. Consider this my way of thanking you for ensuring All Saints Week can be celebrated year after year, unimpeded. You may make yourself at home and stay as long as you like.
Well, actually, stay as long as you like means until November 1st, which is when this officially ends.
If you're concerned about Papa Gruff, do not be. He and I have come to an understanding. Some children must simply learn the hard way.
Seems that way, doesn't it? So as she walks away, we'll accept our experience for the quest, 1,440 and 239 gil. And so now, until the end of All Saints Wake on November 1st, you can come here whenever you want and you can participate. So we have the unsavory imps and the inscrutable imps over here. Similar to what happens with the raid that happened multiple times over in Hawk Manor, these two are here for the purposes of turning you into characters that you've come across previously. So over here with the inscrutable imp, We have an opportunity for you to turn into characters from Endwalker, from Shadowbringers, and from Stormblood, while the Unsavory Imp over here will allow you to turn into characters from both Heavensward and also from Reborn. So it is based on how much of the content you have cleared with your character to this point. So there's a whole bunch of characters you can turn into, and of course they're all NPCs, and so definitely an opportunity for you to turn into all these different characters that you've seen in the past. But of course, I would be remiss if I did not at least get the opportunity to get the Wake Doctor's outfit on. There we go, much better. So yeah, now I've got the creepy steampunk-like Doctor's outfit on myself, and I do say it looks pretty good. And of course, the creepy steampunk mask leaves a lot to be desired, but hey, it's kind of what you expect to get when you're doing an event like All Saints Wake, is a really creepy outfit, and this mask definitely puts that up as being among the creepiest. Nonetheless, we have officially found the home of the Great Gourd herself, and hey, she actually has a name, if you can believe it. We've never known that for all these years. She's just this mysterious, white-headed pumpkin lady that we really did not know much about, but offered to help us whenever we needed to deal with the Continental Circus or Papa Gruff or whoever it may have been trying to create the Night of Devilry. But yeah, they're pretty much screwed in that regard. And so, for the first time, we saved All Saints Wake twice in 1 year. And I think they definitely can be appreciative of an achievement like that. So now the question is to be begged, what will happen in 2023 when the next expansion comes around? Because remember, we're still in 6.2. So I imagine that the event will still go as planned, because I do not see the new expansion coming out until, given the way that things have been, I do not see the new expansion coming out until early 2024. Obviously, we know why that is, but if that is the case, then we know that next year's All Saints will be unimpeded and will not be rescheduled. And so, it's good to know that we have accomplished what we needed to do, stop the Night of Devilry yet again, and we can go around scaring people just dressed as this. Yeah, because I can imagine none of you thinks that any of the characters that we've come across in the 5 previous expansions is the least bit scary. In fact, some of you go so far as to love them. Yeah, don't be afraid to admit it, I know you do. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching this 2022 edition, version 2.0, of All Saints Wake here in Final Fantasy XIV. And so I'll be back again soon, because we have new content to see, because a couple of days ago, patch 6.25 launched, and with it, we were able to get the opportunity to see the continuation of some things that are going to lead to some very important stuff happening. So I hope that you are able to join me and come along, because it's certainly going to be a crazy ride. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and I'll see you next time when we start showing off the content of patch 6.25. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, well, I would say may you ever walk in the light, but we're in darkness since it's All Saints Wake, so you know how it is.